Greetings. Welcome to episode 1 of Mystical Journeys. My name is Ray and I am your host. Thank you for tuning in. In each episode of this channel, I will be sharing thoughts and experiences in connection with the great mysteries of life, the mystical, and the spiritual. Topics include meditation, breathing techniques, Reiki, other healing modalities, the tarot, Hermetic philosophy, Wicca, mantras, the gateway experience, the paranormal, and much, much more. Studies and practice in these topics can help you greatly as you search for the meaning and purpose of your life. For a more comprehensive intro, please watch my separate introduction video, which contains expanded, detailed, and background information. Okay, thanks. Now, in today's episode, I am going to explore part 1 of meditation and related breathing techniques. This topic will be presented in 2 parts. So when you complete viewing this part 1, please be on the lookout for part 2, which will be coming soon. Most spiritual practices and modalities share a basic common denominator, and that is the art of meditation. To learn, master, and excel in most forms of healing work, the Kabbalah, dream study, the tarot, mantras, and so on, it is necessary to meditate effectively prior to starting the work. Meditation is the all-important foundation of all spiritual and mystical work. Now, this practice may seem boring, tedious, and pointless to some. However, the truth is that meditation is the gateway to cosmic truth and illumination. Do not underestimate the vital importance of meditation. So, what exactly is meditation? Meditation is a process by which we place our minds and spirit in a quiet state that has 2 objectives. First objective, physiologically. Meditation can allow us to relax our minds and bodies and possibly lower our blood pressure and possibly enhance our body's immune system. Second objective, on a spiritual level, meditation can potentially enable us to connect with our higher self and with the great overall collective consciousness. Cosmic consciousness. To accomplish these 2 objectives, our minds must be in a state of silence. It is in the silence that we clear a mystical pathway to allow wisdom, answers, healing energies, and spiritual growth to potentially reach us and connect with our conscious minds and physical bodies. Now, placing our minds and bodies and spirits in a state of silence can be a challenge for many or probably most people. You need to train yourself to clear out all that chatter that goes on in your head all the time. For example, examples of this chatter that I'm talking about is, let's say you sit down to meditate and you're getting into a nice meditation state with the breathing for 5-10 seconds, and all of a sudden your mind begins to wander and you start thinking about the grocery list. Don't forget to buy milk tonight, where you're going to go for vacation in 6 months, what kind of movie you're going to watch next weekend, and so on and so on. So your mind begins to wander. It's that inner chatterbox that's always talking inside your head. By silencing that mental chatterbox, we clear an inner pathway, which can, over time, it takes time to do this, it can potentially create a bridge between the conscious you, the subconscious you, and the world of the collective unconscious. To meditate properly, there are 4 basic essentials that you should be aware of. These include environmental issues, posture, breathing technique, and state of mind. First up, environmental issues. Find a place in your home where you will be alone and uninterrupted for about 15 minutes or so. Make sure the temperature and air circulation in the room is adequate and comfortable. Wear loose, relaxed clothing. And if you wish, you can play nice, quiet ambient music in the background. Second item is posture. In that quiet room, in your house, sit in a comfortable chair with your back straight. Shoulders should be relaxed, feet firmly on the floor if possible, and your hands, try to keep your hands on your lap. If you don't put your hands on your lap, you may tend to fall forward or slouch forward during the meditation. I would not recommend that you lay down in a bed to meditate, since that may cause you to fall asleep. And sleep and meditation are 2 entirely different forms of activity. Third item is breathing method. Now, there are many different kinds of breathing techniques available to us. However, the breathing method that we will use during our meditations on this channel is called belly breathing. The technical term is diaphragmatic breathing. Obviously, belly breathing is a lot easier to remember. Here's how it works. Begin by breathing deeply through the nose, not the mouth, the nose. Sending the air down the middle of the chest, down into your tummy, or actually the area behind your tummy, which is essentially the diaphragm. The reason for breathing through the nose is that the nose has filters, those little hairs that are inside your nose. They're there for a reason. And the reason is it helps to keep out germs, dust, and other undesirables. So feel your tummy expand as you inhale. When you inhale and you breathe in and send that air down into the tummy, since you're filling your tummy with air, your tummy should expand. Then as you exhale, feel your tummy shrink and contract because you're pushing the air back up out the nose. Okay? So inhale, tummy expands. Exhale, tummy shrinks and contracts. Repeat this process throughout the meditation. Stay with it as best that you can. Keep your concentration focused on following the tummy in and out. The process of concentrating on following the breath in and out, that becomes your anchor. Your mind is anchored to following the breath in and out, okay? And that anchor helps to keep your mind from wandering off into mundane thoughts like your grocery list and so on. Now, of course, it's possible that despite your best efforts, you may lose your concentration sometimes, and your mind begins to wander. And don't worry if and when that happens. It happens to everyone, even experienced meditators. When that does happen and you lose your concentration, just by an act of will, recenter. Tell yourself, I'm recentering, I'm refocusing, and concentrate back on belly breathing, okay? And you do that no matter how many times your mind strays, bring it back, bring yourself back. The fourth item is your state of mind. Now, here's where you need to develop a strong sense of willpower. Before beginning the meditation, make a statement to yourself and to the universe that it is your will to meditate, your will to dismiss any and all distracting issues from your consciousness. Declare that you are the master of your state of mind, and that your state of mind is emptiness. Release all negative energies. Release all of your worries, your concerns, your fears, let them all go, and especially release anger. There is so much destructive anger in this world, so much negative energy in this world. Let it all go. Silence the chatterbox in your head. If you successfully create a state of mental silence, that's when you begin to clear a pathway, an inner spiritual pathway, and it is on that pathway, in that silence, that true wisdom, true power, and true healing will begin to make their way through to your conscious mind. This concludes part 1 of meditation. Now that we've completed these preliminaries, please follow me on episode 2, which is coming soon, where I will walk you through an actual meditation step by step. Okay? Now, if you like this video, this episode 1, please give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe to my channel. Doing both things will greatly help me to continue the channel to expand and provide you with more of this type of content. Feel free to leave any comments and or questions in the appropriate area. Thank you so much for tuning in. Light, life, and love to you all. Until next time, namaste, my brothers and sisters.